It's the end of your first week at the prestigious Woolsey College, and you already feel behind. Gathering moss and algae for your ecology class in a nearby lake. The moon illuminates the water, and you catch a glimpse of your tired reflection. What does your reflection look like? These are our choices. 1, 2. Whose face do you see reflected? Looking good. Pick a hairstyle. I'm just trying to show you guys all the options, since you guys don't have access to this book yet, for most of you not on VIP. That's definitely me. Tal. Remember, you transferred to Woolsey as a third year because of the environmental science program. These late nights will all be worth it once you're saving the local wildlife. Suddenly you hear the mournful howls of a pack of wolves. There's at least a dozen of them, and they're close. You shove your specimens in your bag and hurry through the woods, shining a light on the path ahead of you. Never leave home without it. Damn it, where the hell is the main trail? A spine-chilling growl comes from your left, and you break off into a sprint, twigs snapping loudly beneath your feet. They're getting closer. Are they hunting me? Suddenly you stumble, you throw your hands out to catch your fall, but someone else catches you instead. This is a single love interest book, so choose someone who makes you feel wild. Who catches you? A man. We have 1, 2, 3. Or a woman. Let's just show you the female options in case you want to see those too. 1, 2, 3. All dark and olive complexion. Who are you, and what the hell are you doing out here alone? Your mouth goes dry as you take in the sight of him, his taut muscles rippling, sweat glistening on his bare chest and broad shoulders. Well, are you gonna say something, or are you just gonna stand there staring? Sorry, I was just panicking a little. I just transferred to Woolsey. I came out here for a project, and well, I guess I don't really have my bearings yet. You got lost. A pack of enormous wolves stalks out of the underbrush, each standing at least 4 feet tall at the shoulder. Oh my god. The stranger's hands tighten protectively around your shoulders, and you realize that you backed right up into him. Terrified as you are, you can't help being distracted by the bulge of his pecs, the solid planes of his abs pressed against you. How horny am I that I'm really thirsting over a stranger when I'm about to die? One of the wolves begins to approach, its piercing eyes focused solely on you. Stand down. She isn't a threat. The stranger's voice cuts through the night. To your shock, the wolves and the clearly suddenly go calm and submissive. Who is this guy? Some kind of wolf whisperer? The wolves' ears flatten against their heads with a chorus of meek whines. They retreat into the forest. You sigh in relief, but the stranger doesn't ease up on his grip. Pressing close, he murmurs in your ear. You never answered my question before. Who are you? The crisp, earthy scent of him makes you dizzy, and so does the heat of his body at your back. I'm Tal, and honestly about to pass out. You look like you're about to pass out. Do you need me to carry you to? Whether it is, wherever it is you came from? Thanks for the offer, but I'll be fine after I catch my breath a little. But Even you're not convinced by your words. The stranger's expression softens, and he lets out a heavy sigh. Come on, let's get you out of here before things get worse. The stranger leads you out silently back to the path to your apartment, but blocks you before you can leave. The forest is dangerous. An ordinary student shouldn't be out there alone. I need to go out there for research. You can't just order me around like you did with those wolves. Surprise flickers across the stranger's face. You heard me to tell them to stand down? That's what you're hung up on? You're a strange guy, you know that? You're out here grilling me about my nighttime habits when I don't even know your name. It's Channing. Remember it for the next time we run into each other. What makes you so sure we will? His wild smirk makes your whole body pulse. Because apparently you don't know how to stay out of danger. He steps past you down the path, and when you glance over your shoulder a second later, he's already gone. Chapter 1, Initiation. The next morning, your friendly neighbor Marcus, who's been helping you settle in, steps into your apartment with a puzzled look on his face. Sorry to just drop in, but this was delivered to me by mistake. Marcus tosses you a package, which you snatch it easily out of midair. He whistles appreciatively. Jeez, you and your superhuman reflexes. You ever think about going out for baseball? As if I have time for that. You turn your package over in your hands, frowning at the envelope. Who's this from? I snuck a peek at the return address. When the hell did you get in with the Alpha Chi Sigma? Just when the hell did you get so damn nosy? Us journalism majors are nosy by trade, just like you enviro-sci majors are always covered in dirt, though you managed to pull it off. He shoots you a flirtatious grin and you roll your eyes, unable to help yourself from smiling. I'm not tight with Alpha Tau, but I was considering rushing since I transferred late. I really want to find a community. It's hard enough making friends as a transfer. I figured joining a frat would be an easy way in. Curious, you frown and tear open the envelope, finding a note on the Alpha Tau's letterhead. You read it out loud to Marcus. Tal, if you're reading this letter, it means you made it home safely last night. Since you seem to love wild things, I'm inviting you to a party with Alpha Tau. Tonight, 9 o'clock sharp, formal wear is encouraged. You've got potential, Tal, don't waste it. Channing Low. Channing. The memory of his golden eyes pierce you like an arrow, making your heart thump unevenly. You got a letter from the leader of Alpha Tau. Wait, Channing is the head of them? I had no idea. You must have really impressed him. I don't know if it's impressed is the right word, but we had one hell of a first meeting. You quickly fill Marcus in on your meeting with Channing, leaving out the moments of heat between you. This is wild. Alpha Tau never invites people to rush. They're scary exclusive. One of the many reasons why I've been dying to write an expose about them. They're practically a cult. A cult? What the hell is in the package they sent? Nervous, you tear open the package to find a sexy velvet dress tailored to your exact measurements. Marcus whistles. Okay, you've definitely impressed Channing. He's obviously into you. Imagine the look on his face when you show up to the party in that. Party animal. After trying on the outfit, you pose in the mirror and give Marcus a mischievous grin. He slow claps admiring you. He's got an eye for style. I'll give him that. I mean, it helps that it's you he's dressing. I feel hotter than hell in this. You look hotter than hell. Channing won't even know what hit him. Before Marcus leaves, he hesitates in the doorway, drumming his fingers nervously against the wall. Word of advice, I'd get all the info you can about Alpha Tau before you make any promises. What, you mean dig another dirty laundry mid-party? What do you think I'm gonna find? You'll know it when you see it. They have a reputation, Tal. I just want you to be careful. He shuts the door behind him, leaving you wondering what the hell you're about to walk into. That night you trek to the Alpha Tau Sigma house at the edge of the dark, dense forest. This place is not what I expected. Music thumps from the porch and twinkle lights illuminate the groups of Alpha Tau members, many of them dressed to the nines, all laughing and having fun. You climb the steps and enter the house where you immediately spot two members of the frat chugging beers. Whoa, there she is! Told you she'd show. The two strangers step back and admire her outfit. You look fierce. Maybe even fierce enough to leave Channing speechless for once. As much as I love compliments, do I know you? Not officially, but we saw you. The woman shoots him a look that makes his mouth snap shut, but they're both all smiles when they offer up handshakes. Name's Loopy. This here himbo is Asher. Channing's appointed us as your welcome wagon, so welcome. Have some new blood punch. How much emphasis on blood? It's just a mix of rum and a bunch of mixers. Don't tell me you believe we're some kind of blood-sucking cult. No, that happens in New York. We just happen to be selective about who we let in, and our leader happens to be super charismatic. Channing seems kinda scary. Maybe not cult leader scary, but you can't blame people for wondering. People are dumb. Channing's not bad. He's just got a strong personality. He cares about us. That's what makes him such a great, Loopy elbows Asher, who falls silent again. You're starting to wonder why she won't let him finish his sentences. Tal, Channing's waiting for you in the kitchen. You should head over and say hi. You're suspicious as you step into the kitchen, but the sight of Channing pushes all of the thoughts out of your mind. Glad you could make it, Tal. His gaze streaks down your body, openly appreciative of how much skin you're showing in the outfit he picked out for you. Just like I thought. You look fine as hell in that. I hope you're not expecting a thank you. No need, this gift was more, for me than you, anyway. You roll your eyes and cross the kitchen to stand away from where he's leaned against the counter. Or that's what you plan to do. But his presence is so alluring, you find yourself sitting on the counter beside him. He chuckles and bumps his shoulder against yours. Couldn't stay away, huh? I was right about you. You have a knack for running towards danger. Danger. You keep talking about yourself like you're some feral animal. He smirks at you, flashing a brilliantly white, incredibly sharp canine. I'm worse than an animal, Tal. At least most animals can be tamed. You huff out a laugh, but the intensity of his gaze makes you feel hot all over. You look away, shifting your hips to try and calm the heat building between your thighs. You didn't invite me here just to talk, right? When we were arguing, it felt like there was something between us. I'm open to hooking up. I just want honesty. I wanted to see you again. Is that so bad? I'm asking why. You can dodge the question all you want, but I'll warn you I'm stubborn. After a beat of silence, he pushes off of the counter and turns to face you. He steps closer to you, and your legs fall open to accommodate him. His hips slot between your legs, your lips near your ear, and you stifle a moan when he barely presses against your burning hot center. Look at that. You're not so stubborn when I apply a little bit of pressure. And you're a jackass no matter what the circumstances. He chuckles and falls back, leaning on the kitchen island across from you. You push down your aching knee and try to look mildly annoyed. Not many people are brave or stupid enough to wander the woods at night. When I met you, I saw potential. You stifle the little kernel of disappointing building inside of you at the words. Suddenly, his face turns serious. Why are you here, Tal? Why did you transfer to Woolsey? Well, Woolsey was one of the best environmental science programs in the country. My parents were environmental scientists. And you want to follow in their footsteps. Honestly, though, something about Woolsey drew me in. I can't really explain it, but it's like something called you. There's something smoldering in his gaze that you can't quite define. It makes blood rush to your face. He opens his mouth to speak when a glass shatters in the other room and he growls. He heads that way, pausing to give you a final heated look. We'll talk later. You find Lupe and Asher in the common room, where they've been setting up a familiar table. Beer pong. You're starting to seem more like a normal frat and less like a cult. It's not really beer pong. It's truth, drink, or dare. TDD for short. It's like beer pong, but if you miss your shot, you have to choose between downing a beer, confessing a secret, or doing something scandalous. It's me and Lupe up against Channing and Kala. Before you can ask, who's Kala? Channing strives to one of the end of the beer pong table on the arm of a devastatingly gorgeous woman. You really did invite an outsider, Channing. I thought you were kidding. Even though she's clearly disregarded the dress code, she's still the most beautiful person in the room. Kala grabs the drink out of his hand, her fingers grazing his, and takes a sip. Your stomach churns with jealousy. Why does she make me so angry? It's not like Channing is mine. She's an initiate the same as you, Kala. Play nice. Unless she's an Alpha Tau legacy, then she's not the same as me. Besides, we've known each other since we were pups. When have you ever known me to play nice? As you're biting down the sour taste in your mouth, she suddenly hurls a ping-pong ball at you with inhuman speed. Quick as a whip, you catch it. For some reason, the crowd around you murmurs quietly, even Kala looks stunned, but Channing merely smirks at you, his gaze searing. Didn't I tell you she was special? Kala rolls her eyes and starts setting up their end of the table. Lupe glances at you with a mischievous grin. You know, Tal, you can take my place if you want. Show Kala you're not someone she can mess with. Your gaze drifts back to Channing, and the hot surge of jealous anger flares again when you see Kala whispering in his ear. She's acting like she owns him, but she hasn't even met me yet. Time to really impress him. I'm in. Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna obliterate the competition. You and Asher take your places at the table across from Channing and Kala. Kala smirks. I'm up against the outsider. You might as well call me the winner right off the bat. Don't worry about Kala. I have a strategy you can use to get a leg up. Get in her head, and that perfect game of hers will fall to pieces. Lupe pats you bracingly on the back and retreats to join the other spectators. Kala gives you a withering look. Don't think you'll be able to distract us. It seems to me I already distracted Channing in the kitchen. Please, you're just a new plaything. Channing and I grew up together. Oh, so you're like his little sister then. How cute. Let's save it for the game, huh? Agreed. No hard feelings, Kala, and to prove it, you can go first. Fine. Kala lines up her shot, throws and misses. What the hell? A ripple of laughter, shouts, and murmurs pass through the room as Asher high-fives you triumphantly. That's our point. Time to pick your punishment. So what's it gonna be? Truth, drink, or dare? Channing smiles wickedly. Dare. I was hoping you'd say that. I dare you to strip down to your underwear. As you peel off your clothing, Channing locks you in a sultry stare, slowly lifting his shirt off to reveal his rippling muscles underneath. Well, Tal, looks like you've gotten me exactly how you want me. Not yet, we don't. You shiver. The intimacy of his gaze makes you feel as if you're the only two people in the room. Time to put your money where your mouth is, outsider. Take your shot. Wait. I want to take this one. You sure? All that beer earlier can't be doing your aim any good. Don't worry. I can handle my alcohol. He lines up a shot, throws, and misses. Or not. Seems you were nothing but talk after all. Truth, drink, or dare? Truth? Ella looks automatically to Channing to ask a question. Everyone's got a secret fetish, something they'd only admit behind closed doors. I wonder what's yours? Oh, come on. You all know I'm into public displays of affection. Oh god, is that why I walked in on you and your boyfriend naked in your car? The crowd laughs, but Channing turns his eyes to you, grinning wolfishly in anticipation. And what about you, Tal? Tell me what turns you on. It's not a question, but a command, and you can't help but picturing you and Channing when you search your mind for answers. Actually, I'm not very experienced. I spend most of my time studying, so I haven't even had a chance to find out if I have a fetish. They didn't have biting on the list, I'm just saying. But I'm willing to try new things until I figure it out. A slow smile curls his lips. I'd be more than happy to help you with that kind of studying. You feel flushed again as the thoughts of you and Channing explore your deepest desires flood your brain, but Calla claps her hands, snapping you out of it. Can we get back to the game? I'm getting bored. The game continues. Each of your shots, hitting your shots until there's only one cup left on the table. Channing grins at you. Your turn, Tal. It's up to you to break the tie. You hesitate. If I sink the shot, I'll not only win the game, but I'll get a chance to know more about Channing. But if I miss, I'll be at his mercy. Well, go for the win. You carefully line up your shot, toss, and you sink it in. Asher jumps up and down as the room erupts in cheers. We won! We won! You look at Channing, whose golden eyes have you locked in their sides. Well, what's it gonna be, truth, drink, or dare? He thinks for a moment, then smirks. Truth. Okay. Tell me, why you really invited me here? He leans towards you, fixing you in his gaze. Because there's something special about you, Tal. You've got potential, the kind of potential Alpha Tau is looking for. And because I can't resist a pretty face with a body to match. As the members of Alpha Tau swarm around their leader with howls of approval, Lupe leans closer to you. You definitely know how to make an impression. They'll be talking about this game for years. That was the plan. You suddenly remember Marcus's plea from earlier this evening. Get all the information you can. You know what? I think I need to cool off. I'll see you in a bit. You wander down an empty hallway, peeking into a few doors, but there's nothing more alarming than a random couple giving into their animal instincts in a spare bedroom. Maybe Marcus got me all wound up for no reason. This all seems normal. But that's when you notice the door at the end of the hall is secured by a huge padlock. Okay, a little overkill, but one locked door doesn't quite make creepy cult status. Hey, don't go into the basement. If you're looking for the bathroom, it's up the stairs to the left. You nearly jump out of your skin when another partygoer suddenly appears in the hallway, but you force a smile and head up the stairs. She watches you as you go. That's only a little weird. She was just being helpful, right? Once you're up the stairs and out of her sight, you wander into a rustic Spartan room, dominated by a luxurious king-size bed and over to a cluttered desk. Now, this looks like it could be interesting. We have a sharp fang, red ledger, old article. Red ledger. You pick up the ledger and start rifling through the pages. It seems like to be a record of Alpha Taus who rushed and failed. Victims of Blood Moon. Why does that sound so ominous? Newspaper article. Pick up an old article and read silently in your head. New Woolsey fraternity draws suspicion. This has to be published all the way back to 1800s. And Sharp Fang. You pick up the enormous fang, running your fingers over its smooth surface. Gingerly, you test the point. It's needle sharp. This is way too big to have come from some dog. Some kind of coyote or wolf? Suddenly you hear a floorboard creak behind you and whirl around to find Channing's face inches from your own. What the hell are you doing in my room? I was hoping to understand you better. He steps another inch closer, his massive shoulders filling your field of vision. You're not the first person who's tried. You stiffen your spine, refusing to let him intimidate you. Maybe not, but I'll be the first to succeed. I gotta admit, I respect your determination, but... He takes the object from your hand and places it back on the desk. He's standing so close now you can feel his body heat. By invading my privacy, you broke the Alpha Tau code of conduct, which means you need to be punished. You back away until you've pressed against the wall, and time stands still as you study the sensuous curve of his lips. Suddenly his powerful arms come down on either side of you, caging you in. Really? I think you need to show me the error of my ways. His eyes glitter with excitement, his feral smile revealing his fang-like teeth. He growls low in your ear. So you know what a bad girl you've been? You throw back your head and gasp when his lips find your neck, and moan quietly when he bites the sensitive flesh there. Just hard enough that you'll know it'll leave a mark. I know being bad feels so good. He smirks, raising his head to give you a searing gaze. And what should I do with such a naughty girl? The groan escapes you when his thigh presses to open your legs and slides up the building heat at your core. Anything you want. You paw hungrily at his shoulders, drawing him closer, craning your head to get your lips on him, to claim some part of him, but he pulls away, his eyes dark with lust. You'll go where I tell you to go. He can order me anywhere. He grips your hips and lifts you onto the edge of the bed. His fingers dance slowly up your thighs while his lips hover like a dark temptation just out of reach. Channing. Shh. He settles between your legs and presses against you until you're pinned beneath him on the mattress. His thumb hooks into the hem of your skirt and he tugs it slowly up your thighs until the heat between your legs is almost exposed. Your head falls back like a thud. He pulls back, fingertips caressing with little exposed skin as available to him. Quit teasing. My room, my rules. He smirks at you, lips inches from your own, but not quite touching. Tease him. He dips his head down as if to tease you with another kiss, but you pull back with a mischievous grin. Two can play it. You silence when he grips your chin with a growl, and you moan against his lips when he claims yours in a searing kiss. Your lips part to give his tongue access to your mouth, and your arousal flares when your own tongue brushes against those impossibly sharp teeth of his. Your legs fall open wider, letting his thigh press hard into the dampening heat between them. He growls appreciatively when he feels how much he's turned you on, even through your clothing. You feel yourself grow wetter when he presses an unforgiving, biting kiss to your neck, and you grip his shoulders for something to hold on to. I won't ask you to be quiet again. You clap your mouth shut like you're completely unable to resist his commands. After leaving his mark on your neck, he fixes you with a thrilling look. I could put my mouth to better use if you told me where you wanted. You writhe beneath his touch and whisper your need into his ear. Thighs. He smirks as he slides down to hitch your skirt up. Your fingers curl into the sheets as he begins biting and sucking at your inner thigh. You look so damn good like this, Tal. I knew from the first time I saw you I had to have you. A low rasp in his voice is almost enough to send you over the edge all by itself. Almost. Your head swims and your frustration builds along your need that needs to be claimed by him to feel his arousal. Then suddenly Channing pulls back completely, his eyes burning like molten gold. Tal, we should... There's a knock at the door and Channing pulls away, all traces of seductive predator gone. It's time. Without even a glance at you, he leaves, and soon you're following the others into the outlying woods. You laugh quietly to yourself when you find a discarded shirt and tie on the path into the forest. All loosened up. Looks like someone snuck off for a good time. She has never seen a scary movie ever. But then you see a pair of pants on the ground, a shoe, a cocktail dress, a bra. This is getting a little weird. Shredded clothing. This takes Bodice Ripper to a new level. Finally, you come to a clearing where you find all the Alpha Tau members standing in a circle, wearing nothing but their underwear. Except for the person that dropped their bra back there. Or maybe a lot weird. You jump as Channing emerges from the darkness beside you, unbuttoning his shirt to reveal rippling muscles. He gestures at you to stand in the circle or at the center of the clearing. I've chosen you as one of this year's Alpha Tau Sigma initiates, but the path to acceptance is not an easy one. 1 month from now, you must prove yourself worthy in the test of the Blood Moon. Fail, and there will be consequences. Succeed, and you'll become strong enough to wield this power. A growl goes up from the Alphas one by one. They change. Their skin prickles into fur. Their teeth curl into fangs, and their fingers stretch into sharp and wicked claws. They're werewolves. Alpha Tau is a fraternity of werewolves. Channing looms before you, an amused grin lighting his feral lips, and then, with an almighty snarl, he changes too. Welcome to Tau Alpha Sigma. And that's pretty much it. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description, plenty of things to check out there, and ways to support this channel and this community. With that being said, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Stay tuned for Chapter 2 or any of the other chapter or choices chapters today. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.